Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Sunny Gaming 2020. I thought I'd do a brief little review on Silent Hill 2. Now I did actually play this and complete it when it was released. I think it was back in September or October, either September or October last year, 2024. Yeah, so I completed it back then, but I'm recently playing it again because I'm trying to get the other endings, because you can get up to 8 different endings on this game. And last night, I think, what did I get? I got my 4th ending, so I've got 4 out of 8 endings so far. So yeah, this is probably gonna be just the first part of a review, because obviously I'm probably gonna review it again after I've got all 8 endings, and I'm probably gonna try and platinum the game as well. So I've still got quite a bit to go, but I thought I'd do a brief little review on the game. This is one thing I love about this game. So I'm not a massive Silent Hill fan. I never played it back in the day. I heard it was good, obviously, and it's made by Konami, which done Metal Gear Solid. I just want to add that these little memory things here, I do think are really cool. They're memories from the OG game. Yeah, so I did play a bit of the OG Silent Hill 2 back when I was younger, but for some reason I never completed it. I think I got up to the hospital part in the game and just decided I didn't want to. Well, I think I got stuck actually. I didn't play anymore. But I decided to play the OG game, so I've got it on PS2. I bought it a few years ago. I decided to play it last September, just before this remake came out, because obviously I wanted to see, what the game was all about, and etc. etc. And I've got to say, remakes sometimes do not stick to the original game. For example, there's a few, I will be doing reviews on these games as well in the future. Resident Evil remakes. For example, Resident Evil 3, they didn't really stick to the OG game, and that was one of my favourite games, Resident Evil 3, the OG. But I'm not gonna go off topic because this is obviously about Silent Hill 2. But that is one thing that I do love about this game. I feel like after playing the OG game, I feel like if anything, this is not only just stuck to the OG classic game, but it's actually improved it. It's made it so much like scarier. The graphics are so much better, obviously, but they've just added like so much attention to detail. And I've got to say, yeah, the game is very impressive. It's a pretty long game. I think the first time I completed it, I think it took me about 30 hours. I think it was around 30 hours anyway. And yeah, I've got to say, it is stunning. The graphics are stunning, as you can see now, with the fog and the landscape and stuff, surroundings. The music and the sounds in this game, that is what makes it, in my opinion, scary. Yeah, so this is more like it is obviously similar combat to the Resident Evil remakes, but I would say this is more of a psychological horror than it is, action type horror. But I mean, I say that, and there is obviously combat in this which is similar to Resident Evil, and I think the combat system is actually pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I've got to say this game is definitely a very good game. It is a very good remake. They've done really well. The Blooper team that developed this game, they've done amazing, I think. When it comes to remakes, like I said before, with other games, they've taken too much out of certain remakes, and in my opinion, I feel like they've rushed them. But you can tell with this game that they've just put a lot of effort into it. And yeah, I feel like it is a very good game. It's just the attention to detail as well for me, like all the notes and stuff. Now I'm trying to get a different ending now as well. So I've got 4 out of 8 endings, and I'm trying to get, I think, the ending which is called Leave. So there's a few things I've got to do differently in this game. For example, I think I have to try not to kill as many enemies, and you have to heal more often than usual. Sorry, I've gone the wrong way here. But yeah, you have to heal more often, don't kill as many enemies, and I think you have to check the letter from Mary a few times. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking to play, you know, a good psychological horror type survival game, then this is definitely the one for you. If you haven't played it already, I do definitely recommend it. It's a very good game. I think it's pretty awesome, to be honest. But to me, it's the surroundings as well, you know. It's almost therapeutic, this game, because it's so like eerie and silent, you know. It takes after the name Silent Hill. It does have you feeling like you are completely alone in this game. And I think that's what makes it, you know, scarier. I don't scare easy with games either, and I've got to say there's a few sections of this game, Toluca Prison for example. Now I might do my next review in that place, because obviously that place is probably the scariest location in the game, I think, personally. The amount of jump scares I had on my first playthrough was insane. But like I said, I probably will do another review. Maybe I'll call this review part 1 and I'll do a part 2. But I've got to say, so far, like I said, I've completed this game, but I do honestly think it is awesome. It's a beautiful game, it's stunning, the graphics are stunning, the combat is good.
Hey, wait.
The dialogue's good. And the music and the sounds, for me, that is what makes it, you know, special. That's what gives it that, you know, that fear factor, I'd say. And now you've got to track down one of these, you know, these creatures, these monster things. But yeah, honestly, if you haven't played this game, I do definitely recommend it. Especially if you're a survival horror fan, like myself. Like I said, I never really played Silent Hill back in the day. I sort of grew up on Resident Evil games, and I think, to be honest, that's why I didn't play Silent Hill, because I was too busy playing Resident Evil. For example, Resident Evil 3, the OG game, that was the first one I ever played. And I think that might have came out the same sort of time as this, I'm not too sure.
Hello?
Oh, and also, if you're playing on New Game Plus, which I am at the moment, you unlock this chainsaw, and this chainsaw is absolutely awesome. It's like a one-hit kill with pretty much any enemy in the game. But like I said, because I'm trying to get a different ending, I need to try not to kill absolutely every enemy I see. So, if possible, I need to try and get away without killing all the enemies, which is hard for me because I enjoy killing all the monsters and stuff in this game. It's quite satisfying, especially with the chainsaw. But I like this as well. This sort of makes me think of RE2 Remake, just crawling under the garage there. That's what you do in the beginning of RE2. And like I said, I will be doing reviews on the Resident Evil games as well. I'm going to be doing a lot more review videos in the future. I've recently just done one on Astrobot, so if you're a fan of Astrobot, please feel free to check out that video as well. Yeah, because I'm not trying to get off topic here, but I've got to say Astrobot was one hell of a game. That was very fun. Amazing game that was. I got quite addicted to that. But yeah, I'm not going to get off topic. Like I said, the surroundings in this game, the attention to detail, it gives you that sort of fear feeling, you know, scared feeling. Right, and this is a health drink. So I stocked up loads of these in my previous game. Thankfully, with the chainsaw, you don't need to use health as much because that chainsaw, like I said, is an instant kill with most enemies. But yeah, it's the sound for me. That's what makes this game creepy, I'd say. The static radio. Obviously, when you hear this radio as well, if you don't know, that normally means that there's enemies nearby. And they have changed the intro to the OG game in the remake. Like, I feel like the remake intro is much better than the OG. So like I said, I feel like a lot more effort has gone into this game. To me, that's what a remake should be. And in my opinion, this remake is a perfect example of how a remake should be.
Stay back.
You fucker. Right then, I'm going to get out of here now because I don't want to kill him. Although I do feel like I did kill him, man. Then,
What was that thing?
actually, you meant to look at the body. Did he die?
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
But yeah, it's an absolutely awesome game. I do recommend playing it if you haven't. I know I keep repeating myself, but I can't stress enough how good this game is. And for that reason, and you know what I said before about it being a good remake, I'm going to give it a rating of. To be honest, I can't fault this game, so I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to do another review once I've got all the endings and once I hopefully platinum the game, if I do platinum the game. But at the moment, I'm going to say, in my opinion, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me for this game because, like I said, it's faultless. I can't find anything wrong with this game. I mean, it is quite it's a long game, but I prefer to play a long game than a really short one. Like I said before, like Resident Evil, some of them games are too short, the remakes. This, like I said, took me around 30 hours, I think, my first playthrough. And that's a good amount of time for a game, I think. But like I said, I was quite happy to finish it, my first playthrough. I just wanted to get the game done because I feel like I was playing it for a long time. But yeah, the combat in the game is good. The horror is good. The sounds, the emotion, the graphics are stunning. And obviously there's puzzles in the game that get you thinking. They're good puzzles as well. And look, I love these little things here, the little memories from the OG game. I think that's a nice little addition, a nice little effect they've added there. So yeah, like I said, personally, for me, this game, yeah, a rating of 10 out of 10. I think that's what it deserves. I mean, some people might not agree, but honestly, I can't fault this game. I think it's a perfect remake after playing the OG game. A lot of people prefer the OG, I think, but personally, I prefer the remake. And yeah, honestly, I think the game is awesome. So, like I said, if you haven't played it, guys, it's definitely worth checking out and playing. I'll definitely give it a go. But yeah, that's it really for me. I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to continue with my playthrough and hopefully get the ending I want. I've got another 4 different endings to get. and then hopefully once I've done that, I can do another review on you know, the different endings without putting spoilers in, and we can discuss more about the game. It's these little notes that I think are good. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. But yeah, like I said, guys, this game, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for me. Also, I'd like to know your opinion on the game, guys. If you've played it, I'd like to know what you think, so please drop in the comments. Don't forget to like the video as well, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews on games, a lot more discussions on games. Yeah, there's a few other games I'd love to review, a few of my personal favourites. Like I said before, I'm going to be reviewing the Resident Evil remakes, be going over them, and we can have discussions about that. And there's a few other games I'd like to review as well. So yeah, that's it from me really. Thanks a lot, guys, and please, like I said, it really helps with the algorithm if you can like the video, share and subscribe. Much love, guys. Thanks and take care. All the best. See you soon.